Yes, Father, confirm. It's your top Foxy P in the building. Holla at your boy Chopper of Yam and the Fry of Plantain. Chilling right here on the set of Africa Today's show. Today is the day of our Lord, January 24th. And you're about to enjoy the 173rd edition of this wonderful journey. Let's go there, Ginger.
Yes, Father, confirm. It's your boy Foxy P in the building. Holla at your boy, the Chopper of Yam and the Fry of Plantain. Yes, 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. First evil governor of Lagos State. But once yes, can I say yes, we fit. Yes, Father, confirm.
Bish, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right into it because so many crazy things have been happening in Africa. Wild! Number one, I don't know whether you guys are getting this news that came out of Lagos, Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the news now that none other than Obudu Ezekwesili. This is somebody who's running for election on that presidency, confirmed. ACPN is her party, confirmed. Because you already understand that we already have the two main people that are running. You have Buhari and Atiku, confirmed. And then you have all the other people that are running. So she now did something that a lot of people have already come out and said she possibly should consider. What did she do? She decided to say, what, you know what? I'm not going to run where we'll be dividing the vote. Let me and my like-minded, forward-thinking people come together and do a coalition, confirm. So she said she's stepping down, ladies and gentlemen. And people were now like, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. If you step down, instead of all the minor parties fighting for the little pieces that they can get, people can come together and create a union where you can actually do something. And I was like, yeah, that makes some sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, but as you are clapping that hand, just know that as soon as she came out with that whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, it didn't even take up to 35 minutes. What happened? Her own vice presidential candidate running behind her, ladies and gentlemen, came out and said, Babumba. I'm talking about Gani Galadima, confirm. This guy came out and said, Babumba. First of all, being the vice president running behind you. Second, by being the chairman of this political party that you were running under. I hereby come out and say that we are not with you in this your whole motion that you want to step down and you want to do coalition. Coalition of what? What the hell are you talking about? I'm looking at her like, dang, this seemed like, you know, inside squabble. It's almost like you're inside of your house. You tell your brother, oh man, once we go outside like this, you know those boys will be say we won't go follow them play soccer. Okay, once we reach outside, you know, I go choose you, we go there on the same team, and then when we reach there, if we choose another guy, maybe number 9 and everything. And then when you now go outside, your brother and I look at you and say, ah, brother, I don't want to do the same thing with you, confirm. Ladies and gentlemen, it seemed like they didn't do an inside house meeting before they went outside. So I'm looking at it like, okay, it's just inner squabble. That's when they now went to like pouring salt inside the injury. What happened? The ACPN people now came out and said, that they know the main reason why this woman was running. She was not running because she wanted to be president. So she herself know that she didn't have any chance of becoming president. She just wants to use that curry favor, confirm. Because she wants to use that and become the finance minister of Nigeria. And I was not like, God dang it. And I'm thinking about like, okay, finance minister of Nigeria, but why would she want to do that? I'm not thinking, okay, this woman was minister of education. She has minister position under Obasanjo back in the day. And she's also risen to the position of, I think, vice president of World Bank on the Africa side. I was like, wow, okay. Maybe these people are coming from a place of knowledge. Maybe they know something I don't know, confirm. Because these are her in-toto people. They're the ones that were inside the backyard meeting with her. So, boom! That's how the news now come out. They're not like, yo, the way we know that this woman did not want to win this election is that she's the only presidential candidate that is so unserious. She has no campaign headquarters. She has no single banner. There's no poster that she ever did. And I was not like, she didn't print poster. I mean, if you don't feel like you're going to win, if you just want to just parishek, just do some kind of thing so that way somebody can just speak and say, you know what? You're giving too much trouble, but step down and I'll give you minister position. That made kind of sense, but I was like, people sure she doesn't have poster. Ladies and gentlemen, it didn't take me 2.22 seconds to find out the poster that she has. She has posters that are out there. And I now started thinking to myself, you know, critical thinking is something that I believe maybe they're not teaching it in schools anymore. You know, maybe all these older politicians, maybe they're not thinking that we can think. Who knows? Nobody knows. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not like, dang. She is a member of your party. She is a front runner for presidential candidate for your party. And you're over here telling me that you know her seriousness based off of the fact that she did not set up a campaign headquarters and she didn't make poster. But she's a member of your party. So, if she does not have campaign headquarters, could it be possible that your party itself does not even have party headquarters? Because I would like to assume that your party headquarters would be where she's launching off her presidential candidature. Number one. Number two, you were just the vice president for this woman almost 2 hours ago. All of a sudden now you're coming out here airing her dirty laundry. So I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And number three, one ask out my head. They're like, we're not behind this whole thing about coalition. No. In fact, you know what? Say Baba, we're now supporting Buhari. I'm like, God damn it. Y'all came out and said that you are supporting somebody that was your opponent 2 hours before. I said, you know, we have to be mad. Madness has to just be sprouting out of our head. Confirm. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never ever seen this level of U-turn. And to now make matters worse, we're hearing from INEC. INEC is the body that regulates the elections and everything else. We're hearing from INEC coming out and saying that, no, this woman that wants to pull out from this election, she cannot pull out or she cannot pull out. And I'm like, God dang. Are you God? How can you tell somebody that they can't pull out? They say they're not doing anymore. He said, no, you can't pull out. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There's only two people in this world that can stop you from pulling out. The first is your secondary school principal after you've registered for final exam. And then the second is a newlywed bride. When she padlock you without her ties. You ain't going nowhere. Pull out for what? You ain't going nowhere. You're staying inside there and you're handling business confirmed. So I'm like, dang. If person say I not do again, it's not. I not do not be fight though. In the words of Obafemi Awolowo, I not do again. Man, I free me confirm. So I believe like, yo, this thing that this woman wants to do confirm. Knowing fully well that she has shown in the past that she's someone that thinks about not just herself. She was one. That whole bring back our girls movement. The only reason why that thing is still trending now since 2014 when they kidnapped those 300 plus babies in Chibok. People remember, bring back our girls. She's the one that's still going with that hashtag. Even though that thing would have died. This is the same person that tried to revolutionize the whole way that they do federal contracts when she was in the government. She has done some amazing things. And guess what? During all those debates that they were debating, she's one that was talking about like, yo, all these old politicians will come out to her from this whole motion. So they definitely don't want her. But I thought it was just crazy that she had the backing of a political party that within 2 hours of her saying that, yo, I want to step down so we can do a coalition to make sure that somebody new gets in that's not Buhari or Atiku, they immediately go and run and go and support Buhari. With friends like that, ladies and gentlemen, who needs enemies? Talking about enemies, ladies and gentlemen, whoever it is that's advising Buhari to still be showing up to all these kind of political campaign things where he has to speak, that person is not a friend though. He's not a friend. I don't know whether you saw this video where the guy was out there, you know, congratulating somebody else on their being the presidential candidate. And the president like, no, it's not president. There's a senatorial candidate. In fact, let me stop talking. Just watch the video.
I am handing over this flag of honor to our presidential candidate, who is of our senatorial candidate, gubernatorial candidate. Thank you very much.
Yo, look, I don't know if we have this, but I think it's very important. So, if at a minimum, can we just have a fit for office test where you just ask the person just a basic question? You don't even have to ask them about debate question about what would you do for education, what would you do for jobs and employment and all. Simple question. What is your name? What is your wife's name? How many children do you have? Well, children you have might be hard for someone like MK Abiola back in the day. Because you know that man, that's Abraham, father of all nations. Every single Nigerian in this world know at least 3 different Abiola children from 3 different mothers. Confirmed. Me myself, I know the ones from my secondary school. I know the ones from DC here. And I know another set from Houston there. So that's just me personally. Not like I went and looked for them. I didn't Google. I didn't go on Tinder and say, pia, you got Abiola picking or not. Because you can tell from that they are not straight. But I was just like, yo, this will plenty. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, just basic question, fit for duty question. We need to ask this our leader. Because I don't think this man is completely there. And I think it's just it's a microcosm of our country itself. When you have somebody that's being propped up to come lead the people who can't even complete a basic sentence. You know, somebody whose mind is not operating at the speed of Gary that's rising inside of bowl that you just fill with small water. This is somebody whose mind is so slow, ladies and gentlemen. He had to actually look at his vice president to repeat the question. And when they repeated the question, he had to look to another direction to see whether the question will enter. And you can tell that there's a distance between his brain and his ear that is further than from here to Adamawa. Ladies and gentlemen, you're dealing with somebody who's not completely there. But going back to what we said, like with friends like this, who needs enemies? All these senators, House of Rep people are there clapping any single time. When they ask him a question like, sir, I'm going to put the link for the full video just in case you guys need something that will just make you just want to just open your neck, like just carry fork and stab yourself in your neck till you start bleeding so you can choke on you and drown in your own blood, confirm. That might just help you. Because I was just watching, I was just like, God damn. Do you know how big of an issue it is when you have a president who is not there mentally? Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how terrible it is? So that's telling you now, okay, hold on a second now. Whenever they go for all these their conferences, maybe Davos conference, maybe they're talking about financial leaders, you know, they have a US group of Chamber of Commerce. They're coming to come and they want to come and talk to the president about possibly investing in Nigeria, or he goes to China to go and talk about loan or whatever. All those travel that he's traveling, you are there as a president, dealing with people that are of the highest intellectual ability as president of their own country, whether it's Macron from France, whether it's the Canada boy that's doubling as a male model, fine boy, you have what is, there is a May, you know, women of substance, Marco from Germany. These are women of substance, people that when they are yelling, like their brain is moving at the speed of a dirty slap, confirm. You cannot even come close to them. And then you yourself are not going there like, baby, come on. And you will be surprised when you don't have all these companies coming to invest in Africa. You'll be surprised when you don't have any of these countries trying to do bilateral agreements outside of the EU. That's why all they think about when they see us is, how can we help? How can I give you aid? Because the president that's coming to you, you're looking at him like, yo, this man need help. So extrapolate what I said now. Take that to Cameroon, where you have Paul Biya, who's almost 86 years old. When they see him coming like this, he's just coming looking all frail, looking all tired. That is the image that they see. We will be out here talking about like, Nigeria, almost 200 million people. Cameroon, see as we big die. That's not what they see, because guess what? Your president is your representative. So that is who they see, confirmed. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to even talk too much about this whole Buhari fit for duty thing. Next week, by God's grace, I'll have a professional doctor confirm, come and sit here so we can evaluate based on what we're saying with this guy. Because now I'm beginning to understand why he doesn't want to do any debate. Initially, we thought the debate thing was because he doesn't have any fresh ideas and his brain, you know, he's not really that intellectual. And those other guys that will be on the podium, including Obudu, Ezekwesili, I thought that they would just, you know, mincemeat, and he was just like, you know what, I'm ready in the forefront of this election. There's no reason for me to start fighting boxing with all this as a fly. I don't have to do it. That's what I thought. But now I'm beginning to understand, like, no, this guy is actually not fit for duty at all. This is more of like a health situation. I doubt that he can stand for that long. I don't think that he can actually speak for that long. I don't think his brain can really move on that level. Don't forget now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether people remember when he first came back from that whole trip to London. Remember that they moved his office from deep inside Aso Rock, where he's supposed to be. They moved it all the way back to the living quarters. So he was working out of his own bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know if any of you have ever worked from home before. Working out of your own bedroom is almost like you didn't go to office. It's actually mathematics. It's something that they used to solve. This is before the days of board mass. The amount of work that you do is proportional to the distance from your bed to where you're doing that work. What am I trying to say? If you find yourself in a situation where from your bed to where you're doing work is just a hop stop, Coco, ladies and gentlemen, that is the amount of work that you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump away from Buhari. If you want me to bring that doctor, let me know and we'll do it right here. Africa Today show confirm. Let's go to East Africa, Kenya. What's going on, my Kenya people, Nairobi people, Swahili people? What you know about Nyama Choma? What do you know about Tusker beer? We are the ones that are chopping this thing right here, confirm. Let's go there, ginger. Alright now, Kenya, I'm getting the news right there in Kenya that there's 2 men that were caught molesting a woman and taking video of her nude body. And I was not like, God dang it. That's terrible. That's terrible. Even before the Me Too movement, what is bad is bad. So I was like, damn. But that's not what caught my eye, because unfortunately in Africa, cases of molestation and sexual harassment has always been going on since the beginning of time, and it still goes on till today, which is why you have sitting senators that are married to 13-year-old women. But anyways, let's not even talk about that. That's even a girl, that's not even a woman. But let's not even talk about that. So I was like, But what really piqued my interest, ladies and gentlemen, was going deep into the topic. Finding out that these guys, one of the guys met the girl online, they talk a little bit, and they said, let's, come chill with us. They came over, she drinking, chopping and everything. So evening time, the girl said she wants to dip. That's why the guy now said, Auntie, you must give me my own percentage. Like, what are you talking about? I invested in your business, so now I have to collect my percentage. I must reap the rewards of my labor. What my hands have already invested in, I must chop out of it. So, like, what are you talking about? Like, we just met, he took me out, I had a good time, I'm about to leave. That's why the guy said no, he just locked the hotel room and now went ahead to try to, like, rape this woman. At the same time, his boy is out there videoing the same thing at the same time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what shocked me. Thank God the woman was able to fight, struggle, and get out of the hotel. But what surprised me, ladies and gentlemen, is that the 2 men that did this thing are white European men. Now, I'm not saying that it surprised me because they did that. All kinds of people do all kinds of bad things. Molestation, rape is not just a black or white thing, confirmed. But what surprised me was that Kenya arrested those 2 men and they are facing court case right now, which to me I was not like, God damn. In the history of Africa, ladies and gentlemen, I will speak on this thing personally and outside in the public. It is rare for you to see where they catch these white European or Igbo people when they are doing bad things and bring them to court. Rare. I challenge you, go and Google Naija. Anything that happens to any kind of white man, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's Ghana, I don't care. In black Africa, they treat them like egg. Like, what did they say Oga did? Oh, he's not that kind of person, no. Before you know what's happening, court case don't end. We can't find the file anymore. Boom, that guy don't run, go in that country. Sometimes they even still stay in the same country where they did their worst crimes. If you think I'm lying, go and hear about right there in Lukwe Junior, which we had a situation when all these Indian people that own factory, textile factory, the workers went in the morning, they locked the factory, which is something that they do on a daily basis to make sure that they work. It's almost like a sweatshop kind of thing. They lock the gate, they chain the factory door, so that way you work from morning to night. If you want peace, spice inside there, anything you want to do, you're not coming out, confirm. All of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, fire break out inside the factory. The people could not escape. Why? Because they lock it. Till today, not one single of those Indian people, Pakistani people has gone to jail. Confirm. So I was surprised. I was surprised that, I was like, I like this. I like the energy. I like that attitude. Nobody's above the law. And to tell you that nobody's above the law, ladies and gentlemen, guess what happened? This same week that we're in right now, guess who went and got caught? Not just the terrorists that went to get that terrorist situation in Kenya. Guess who went to get cash? The financiers, the people that gave the money. They didn't carry gun, They came with the AB, the dollar and the money, shilling. So go and do that bad thing. 6 of them, they cashed them, ladies and gentlemen. Who did it? Kenya police. Damn! Kenya police out there doing real work. Catching terrorists, catching the financier. Whereas till tomorrow, Boko Haram has been bombing. Boko Haram has killed more people. Boko Haram in the past year has killed more people than Al-Shabaab and motherfucking Taliban combined. But till tomorrow, we have not seen one single financier that's ever gone to jail, that's ever been carried to court. This is people that carry Shakabula. Boko Haram, to me, I believe that Boko Haram, they probably have a more tank by now. If not for the fact that, you know how it is that the fuel is expensive. But ladies and gentlemen, how? We have not seen one single financier, but look at what Kenya did. They've cashed their financier. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6. Hard work paying off. And they did it, what? Less than a week after the terrorist attack. Come on now. That's how you do work on a hacker, because I was so happy. I was so excited. And what almost killed me with laugh was when I was watching it and now looking at the picture of the people, and I noticed something. They catch 5 men and 1 woman. Now, I was not surprised because the woman was there. What a man can do, a woman can do much better. But what surprised me was that the men were covering their face, but the woman stand where? Because in my mind, I'm looking at it like, yo, why are you people covering your face? This is not like a situation where you're with your side baby and your mother-in-law drive past and you're just like, It's like, what happened to you? He's saying there's something entered my ear. I just want to dust it out. Nah! This is a real life situation where you're in court, oh, brother. You're already in court. Guess what? Your name, your full name, your first name, your middle name, the extra middle name that the woman that gave your mother a mango when she was pregnant with you gave you, and your last name is inside the internet. Why are you hiding your face, brother? Are you expecting that, oh, I don't want those my friends in Facebook to unfollow me? No. Your problems is bigger than your face hiding, confirm. It don't do nothing. It's not going to help you. Do inside court. Hiding face. In my mind, I'm like, okay, if you are going from jail into the Black Maria that's taking you to the courthouse, hide your face. If they catch you in a bar and they're about to take you outside, hide your face. But big brother, if you're inside the court answering for a case where they're saying you finance terrorism and kill people, hiding your face is as futile as Adam in the Garden of Eden when he was hiding from God. They don't catch you already. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about things that catch me on a major level, took my emotions out of my chest. We're getting the news all the way from Cross River, ladies and gentlemen. This was so beautiful and so uplifting. A young lady did something so amazing. She went to Obudu. This is a small town where she's from, and she went and did what for the small children? Spelling bee, the first ever spelling bee. And I was so amazed. And it now made me start thinking to myself, I was like, damn, to bring happiness to our African people, it's not that hard, it's not that difficult. I'm looking at that thing and I was just like, dang. Now you guys know me, when it comes to Twitter, I'm more of a watcher than a Twitter, confirm. And I saw that thing, I was like, yo, this is pretty dope. And then I tweeted out, I was like, auntie, set up a GoFundMe, set up something that people can use to support you. Because I was thinking about like, just one Saturday like this, you tell the kids to come with their school uniform and come and spell things. Unless the father is Jezebel reincarnated. Unless your mother is not really the one that gave birth. There's no parent that will say, no, you can't go. And these are young kids, primary school children, or Takara kids. And I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. And next thing that she wants to do is to do book club. And that's everything I do, like, Bakam! Shabby, we talked about book club before. We talked about doing book club before. And I now said, damn! It's time! It's time for us to do book club. Because if we don't even know this, I think it was when I first moved to Maryland, 2006 from New York. I remember clearly because I started a website, Naija.com. It doesn't exist anymore. Pretty much a forum where young people were coming together. It was almost like Naija Riders and the New Ring Incarnation, Naira Land by Shewan Show. I forget what his old website was, but it was pretty much coming out of that whole forum-based interaction. This is before we had Facebook and all that kind of stuff. I think I started it around like 2005. So Facebook was already there, but it was only for schools. But it was a way for people to interact, young Nigerians and everything. I had a forum, PHP, BB forum, and everything else. That's actually where I met Moni Yellow, who's one of the people that's on this, always watching these videos and everything. I appreciate you, Father. And while I was on that site, I now moved to Maryland, and I now started to interact with a lot of the members in person. And of course, like anything else in life, that's really where, people that are fired up about being Nigerian, but they didn't grow up in Nigeria, all of a sudden, they join the website and they're interacting. That's how they found the website, is because they bang with things that are Nigerian, So, anyways, long story short, I started a book club. And how did I start the book club? I just went and bought book. Hold on, I'm coming. I'll show you the book. This is inside my small library. It's inside my small library that I have. Yeah, in my house. I just started. buying African book. And it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever done. Hold on, let me see. I thank God that people are still there. I started buying African books, and basically I just started a book club with them. So basically, I'll buy a book, and all the people that live in Maryland, I'll give it to them and they'll read it. I started off, you know, all of Chinua Achebe's book on Amazon. So this is A Man of the People, an amazing book about politics. There Was a Country. This is a history of Biafra. This is recent though. That's why it's so new. Buchi and Mecheta, Joys of Motherhood, Chike and the River. That's an Chinua Achebe book. And of course, I now started buying the books from the one guy who, to be honest though, if he wasn't born around the same time and did his own business around the same time that Chinua Achebe was doing his own business, this guy would have been the greatest Nigerian author. But now I think he was kind of like under Chinua Achebe's shadow, which is kind of sad anyways. But he himself was a beast on his own, confirmed. Cyprian Ekwensi, Survive the Peace. Let me see. There's a whole bunch of other ones. Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart, Girls at War. Chinua Achebe, what is this one? Collected Poems. I don't even know what he's talking about there. And there's a whole bunch of. But anyways, African books, yakpa. You understand what I'm saying? I just started saying I've invested in this, and these books are maybe like 12, 14 years old. And I started that book club. So we're going to start a book club right here on Africa Today's show. How are we going to do it? It's going to be very, very easy. You already know that we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Africa Today's show. So we don't have to build any new website or do anything crazy. All you have to do is go on that Facebook page. Today, as you're watching this video, go on that page. You will see a post that I made about this book club. I'm going to give you the first 4 books that I'm thinking we should choose one from. And you will pick the first book that we're going to read. How are you going to read it? Now, technology has overtaken us. We don't even have to stress ourselves no more. Whatever book that we put, all the choices, I'm going to make sure they're available for sale online, number one. If for people that like to feel the book in their hand, confirm. The other option, you can buy it, e-reader, all this Kindle and everything else. You know, iBooks. I recently started doing that because I noticed that when I'm traveling, you know, I have back pains and everything. I'm always putting a whole bunch of stuff in my backpack, and you know, the books I read are pretty big, so I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. So I started buying books electronically. So boom, you buy the book, you go on Facebook first, you see the 4 options I'm going to put for our first book, and it's going to be by month. So every month we're going to be reading a specific book. So once I put that thing tonight, you have till February 1st. Whoever pick, even if it's only one person that votes and they select one book, we will all read that book. And then on the book club right there on Facebook, that's where we're going to be interacting about the book itself, asking questions, interacting with each other, confirm. And then from there going forward, we don't have different themes. I think the first one should be tied into the reason why we have Africa Today show, talking about what we are going through as Africans. So I definitely want to start from that perspective, you know, the African story itself. You know, so I have some ideas as to the 4 options. I'm not going to put it up here. You will have to go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Africa Today show. You will see the book club thing. Add yourself to the group and vote. February 1st, we'll pick the winner. Boom. We'll announce the book, and then we'll just go from there, and we'll all read it together. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's just going to give us that opportunity, especially for those people that don't like to read that much. We'll give you that opportunity. A year, you're going to be able to read. I think we've already knocked out January now, so we're going to start from February. So that's 11 months, so 11 books. And I think that will really help us in terms of building our community and enjoying ourselves. And people always challenge me like, oh, Foxy, how do you know all these things you talk about? It's from reading. That's really the only way. You know, unfortunately, they say terrible things like, oh, if you want to keep something away from a black man, put it in a book. It don't work for us. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a shout out to these people who have supported with your comments from the last video. So shout out to Moyen, shout out to Chiwans T, shout out to Cincy Best, Dennis, Oga TV, Richard Graves, Imawa Bueze, Adebi Jumoke, come on now, King Dave, Emmanuel Adama, OY Dimi, what's going on with you? Julian Wilson, Paul Rock, Tom Kolakbo, Yvonne, hey, and Anazwa Salihu. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys should keep leaving those comments, man. That's the thing that gingers me. Whenever I put up a video, you know, yeah, it can get a whole bunch of views. Like this last video got like 4,000 views. It doesn't really push me as much. The main thing that gets me going two things. Number one, when you guys subscribe, and number two, when you leave comments. So keep giving me that ginger. It's a beautiful thing for me to be able to shoot these videos and give it to you guys so you can watch and enjoy it, but also give something back to me. And all I want from you is your comments and your likes. As we always talk whenever we end this show, anything we no die in our vote, and remember, the ginger remains eternal. I'm your third Foxy P.